ride. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in the hot and humid climate of West Africa. This region, with its lush landscapes and rich biodiversity, provides the perfect environment for cocoa cultivation. The warm temperatures and consistent rainfall create an ideal setting for the growth of cocoa trees, which are the backbone of the chocolate industry. This region is responsible for producing a large portion of the world's cocoa beans. In fact, West Africa accounts for nearly 70% of global cocoa production, making it a crucial player in the chocolate supply chain. The hard work and dedication of local farmers ensure that the world can enjoy its favorite sweet treat. Specifically, countries like Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire are at the forefront of this production. These nations have perfected the art of cocoa farming over generations, passing down knowledge and techniques that maximize yield and quality. The cocoa industry is a vital part of their economies, providing livelihoods for millions of people. Cocoa trees flourish in the shade of taller rainforest trees. This symbiotic relationship not only benefits the cocoa plants, but also helps preserve the rainforest ecosystem. The shade provided by the canopy trees protects the delicate cocoa plants from direct sunlight, which can be harmful. They need specific temperatures and rainfall to thrive. The ideal conditions include temperatures between 21 and 32 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 1,500 to 2,000 millimeters. These parameters ensure that the cocoa trees can grow healthily and produce high-quality beans. The beans themselves grow inside large, colorful pods that sprout directly from the trunk and branches. These pods, which can vary in color from yellow to red to purple, are a striking sight against the green foliage of the cocoa trees. Each pod contains 20 to 50 cocoa beans, nestled within a sweet white pulp. These pods, about the size of a hand, contain the treasure we seek, the cocoa beans. Once harvested, the pods are carefully opened to reveal the beans inside. This process is labor-intensive and requires skill to ensure that the beans are not damaged.
Yes, the cocoa trees are really special. They are not only a source of income for many families, but also a symbol of cultural heritage and tradition. The care and attention given to these trees reflect the deep connection between the farmers and their land. They need just the right conditions to grow well. This includes not only the right climate, but also fertile soil and proper maintenance. Farmers often use organic methods to enrich the soil and protect the plants from pests and diseases, ensuring sustainable and environmentally friendly practices. The pods are like little treasure chests, holding the beans that will eventually become chocolate. Each bean undergoes a journey from the farm to the factory, where it is transformed into the delicious chocolate products we all love. This journey is a testament to the hard work and dedication of cocoa farmers around the world.
When the pods ripen, they turn vibrant shades of yellow, orange, or red. Farmers know it's harvest time. Using long poles with sharp blades, they carefully cut the pods from the branches without damaging the trees. The pods are then gathered and split open, revealing rows of white, fleshy beans. Each pod contains around 20 to 40 of these precious beans. These are the building blocks of our Snickers bar, but they don't taste like chocolate yet.
Harvesting the pods is a delicate job. We need to be very careful not to hurt the trees. Once we open the pods, the beans inside are still far from the chocolate flavor we all love.
The freshly harvested beans have a bitter taste and lack the characteristic chocolate flavor. At this stage, the beans are far from the delicious treat we all know and love. They are raw, unrefined, and need to undergo several processes to transform into the rich, flavorful chocolate. To develop that rich, complex flavor, the beans undergo a crucial process: fermentation. This is where the magic begins. Fermentation is essential as it initiates the chemical reactions that will eventually lead to the development of the chocolate flavor. The beans are scooped out of the pods, which is a labor-intensive process requiring careful handling to ensure the beans are not damaged, and piled onto banana leaves. The use of banana leaves is traditional and helps in maintaining the right environment for fermentation. Alternatively, the beans can be placed in wooden boxes. These boxes are designed to allow air to circulate, which is crucial for the fermentation process. They are then covered and left to ferment for several days. The duration of fermentation can vary, but it typically lasts between 5 to 7 days. During this time, natural yeasts and bacteria work their magic, breaking down the sugars in the beans. This microbial activity is what transforms the beans, developing the complex flavors we associate with chocolate. Breaking down the sugars in the beans. The chemical reactions that occur during fermentation are intricate and vital for flavor development and creating the precursors to chocolate flavor. The beans change color, often turning a deep brown, and begin to develop the complex flavor profile that will be further enhanced in subsequent steps. After fermentation, the beans are spread out in the sun to dry. This drying process is crucial as it reduces the moisture content of the beans, preventing mold growth and further developing their flavor. This drying process reduces the moisture content, which is essential for preserving the beans and ensuring they do not spoil during storage and transport, and further develops their flavor. The drying process can take several days, depending on the weather conditions. Proper drying is key to achieving the desired flavor and quality of the beans. The beans turn a deep brown color, indicating they are ready for the next stage. This color change is a visual cue that the beans have undergone the necessary transformations, and their aroma becomes distinctly chocolatey. The smell of the beans at this stage is a good indicator of their quality and readiness for further processing. Now they are ready for the next stage of their transformation. The beans will be cleaned, roasted, and ground to produce cocoa mass, which is the base for all chocolate products. This journey from bitter beans to delectable chocolate is a testament to the intricate and fascinating process of chocolate making. Section 5. Across the ocean. The beans journey to the factory. Once dried, the beans are packed into large sacks and shipped to factories around the world, including the ones that make Snickers bars. Imagine the journey. These beans, once nestled inside colorful pods on trees in Africa, are now sailing across the ocean, destined for a delicious fate. Upon arrival at the factory, the real magic begins. Section 6. Inside the factory walls, sorting and roasting. The first step inside the factory is sorting.
Skilled workers inspect the beans, removing any debris such as twigs or stones that may have made their way into the sacks.
Next comes the roasting process. The beans are roasted at high temperatures, which develops their flavor further and gives them that characteristic chocolate aroma that fills the air throughout the factory.
The roasting time and temperature are carefully controlled to achieve the perfect flavor profile for Snickers bars. The aroma is intoxicating.
The factory is starting to smell like a giant chocolate bar. Section 7. Grinding and mixing, creating the chocolate base. After roasting, the beans are cracked open and the outer shells are removed, leaving behind the cocoa nibs, the heart of the chocolate flavor. These nibs are then ground into a thick, rich paste called cocoa mass. Sugar, milk powder, and other ingredients are added to the cocoa mass to create the smooth, creamy chocolate that will eventually enrobe our Snickers bars. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about the other delicious components that make a Snickers bar so irresistible. Section 8. Nougat, caramel, and peanuts. The sweet and salty layers. In this section, we delve into the intricate process of creating the beloved Snickers bar, focusing on the layers that make it so special. Each component, from the nougat to the caramel and peanuts, plays a crucial role in delivering that perfect balance of sweetness and saltiness. While the chocolate is being prepared, other parts of the factory are busy creating the sweet and salty layers that give the Snickers bar its unique texture and flavor. The process is a symphony of precision and timing, ensuring that each layer is crafted to perfection before being combined into the final product. The workers meticulously assemble the bars, making sure that every bite will deliver the signature taste that Snickers is known for.
The nougat is made by whipping together sugar, corn syrup, egg whites, and sometimes gelatin. This mixture is then aerated to create a fluffy, light texture. The process requires careful control of temperature and mixing speed to achieve the perfect consistency. The nougat forms the base layer of the Snickers bar, providing a soft and chewy foundation that complements the other ingredients. This creates a light and airy texture that contrasts beautifully with the crunch of peanuts and the smoothness of the caramel. The nougat is spread evenly to ensure that every bar has the right amount of this essential layer. The combination of textures is what makes each bite of a Snickers bar so satisfying and unique.
Speaking of caramel, this rich golden layer is another key component of the Snickers bar. It's made by carefully cooking sugar and butter. The process involves heating the mixture to a precise temperature, allowing the sugar to caramelize and the butter to blend in smoothly. This step is crucial for developing the deep, complex flavors that caramel is known for, until it reaches a rich golden brown color. The caramel is then cooled slightly and mixed with roasted peanuts, creating a gooey, nutty layer that's simply irresistible. This combination of sweet caramel and salty peanuts adds a delightful crunch and flavor contrast to the bar. Each peanut is carefully selected and roasted to enhance its natural flavor, ensuring that it complements the caramel perfectly. The final result is a harmonious blend of textures and tastes that make the Snickers bar a timeless favorite.
Section 9. Assembly line magic building the Snicker bar. Now comes the exciting part, assembling all the components into the iconic Snickers bar we know and love.
The factory uses a highly efficient assembly line. First, a layer of peanuts is spread onto a continuously moving conveyor belt. Next comes a layer of caramel, followed by a generous helping of nougat.
Then, another layer of caramel and peanuts is added on top, creating the signature Snickers bar structure. This long layered strip then moves along the conveyor belt, ready for its chocolate bath.